Hey coaches, let's talk a little bit about charging what you're worth. Now, you've probably received a lot of advice and training through the years about how charging what we're worth and how valuable we are is usually linked a little bit more to confidence than it is to anything else. That knowing we are valuable or the service that we provide is valuable, and then there's a little bit of that tension between what we think it's worth and what the market can pay and some things along those lines. So there's always that struggle that's there. So what I'm going to give you today is the value matrix so that you will have something logical behind why you charge what you charge, and if you're going to shift your value and even your quote worth according to the situation, you can absolutely do it and you can justify it, especially to those who are like, how in the world could you charge so much? The matrix helps you do that. So on the left side, you'll see how long. And the question is, how long have they had this issue? How long have they had this problem? And the truth is, the longer that they've had the issue, the better position that you're in, even though your value is the same, you're actually in a better position worth-wise to them, because the person that this is day one, now I'm just looking, you know what, I'd like to have this fixed, but it's no big deal, is totally different mindset than the person who's had a year or more stuck in this particular situation. Or if the situation comes up, and let's say that it's day one, then we move to the next question, and we do it with even the year person or more, is how bad? How bad did they want to change this? How bad does this situation hurt them? How bad and how critical is it that something is done about this? So let's say that, you know, this first person has been struggling with this for a while. They're out there somewhere. They're not necessarily, it's not going to be right now, and it's not, you know, just crazy down the line and it's been 10 years or more. But how bad? If it's not bad at all, it's tough. It's tough to get them to do anything. But if how bad is way up there and it's rough and they want things changed, well, guess what? Your value suddenly increased because it's critical. And most of us have people coming to us with a critical situation that they want changed. So our value does escalate because we're going to rapidly shift them from a place of I hate being here to I love being here. It's a big shift, right? And then almost the most critical piece, I guess, is how fast. How fast can we do this? Because people feel like as coaches, we're probably trying to string them out. But what if we could shift it in a day? Or in 6 weeks, or a year. Depends on what the problem is, right? We'll have to actually do some diagnostics to figure it out. But the truth is, if a person comes to you and says that they want a personal workout and diet regimen, and you go, you can take my course and you can have it all done in 6 weeks. If they're right there, they may be fine with it. 6 weeks. But if they're right here and they're like, I've got to have it today, and you go, today is 5K. 6 weeks is 1K. What is it? It's a value interpretation. It is a value matrix so that charging what you're worth can be tied into how long they've had the problem, how bad they want it solved, and how fast you can solve it. For example, a few years ago when I was doing a lot of website work, I had a company call and say, Paul, we want you to do our website in an overhaul. I said, how bad do you want it done? And they said, man, pretty bad. I said, okay, well, let me give you 3 options. I can get it done in 3 months for $1,500. I can get it done in a month for $3,000, or I can have it done in 3 days for $10,000. The exact same amount of money. They chose $10,000 because they wanted it now, and they'd been waiting a couple of years to get their website really done right. So whether you're a life coach or whether you're a business coach or whatever kind of coach you are, your value is not just in credibility or experience. Those can be contributing factors, but how fast can you bring relief? How fast can you help solve the problem? And we get to charge a lot higher rates for people who want it now than those who want it later. And we always know that our best clients are the now and not the later people. So if you want to charge your worth, feel good about it, and have a reason behind it, use the value matrix and feel great about what you're charging because of the value you're delivering. As always, success is not an accident. Be blessed.